Hello again. We're starting our second day of our second run with the demo out again. We're back in the front of the house, and two interesting things happened last time. Three interesting things. We unlocked two permanent additions, the Westgate Path and the Gemstone Cavern, and we put the broken lever into the greenhouse, opening up one of the antechamber doors. So we're going to spend a couple steps doing things out here. So we're going to start by giving ourselves an exterior room. Hovel, special floor plans now cost steps rather than gemstones. Except we have two gemstones, so that doesn't feel like a good deal. The shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. The root cellar rooms in your house are more likely to contain dig spots. I think the shelter, because we keep getting red rooms. But what is down here? So they were fairly serious about this. Oh, look, paper. Remain where you are for now, given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow? Who, what? We've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. I wonder who the 3 people are. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. So now, is this something that was left here in the event that the shelter needed to be used? Or because they found that the shelter actually needed to be used and they prepared this in a hurry? But there's a computer terminal, the one we have not seen. Welcome to the Mount Holly bomb shelter. Time log save, radiation monitor, login to network. So, Swan song, password accepted. So if you do remote terminal access, view active terminals, then you see there are 4 in the house. And we've now visited them all. The office, the laboratory, security, and now this one. Staff services. Special orders. So it's early, we might get a special order in the commissary. I think the metal detector. Or the magnifying glass. Let's do the magnifying glass. Approve order. Because we messed up the opportunity to do the magnifying. We? Why is he saying we? I messed up the opportunity to... I didn't want to do that. I messed up the opportunity to use the magnifying glass in the dark room. Yes, thank you. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it is at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Which means I need to know what day it is and I need to know what time it is. Well, there's a clock on the outside front of the house. But how do I know what day it is? Okay, go back. Log into network. I think some of the emails will help us with this. look at the email. Oh, you can only do this from the office. Okay. So, fine. We've done what we needed to do here. We now have another task to complete. Bomb shelter and know what day and time it is. Fine. Also wanted to look around because I want to try to turn on the gas. So really, we want to see, is there one of those gas switches somewhere? Oop, water again. And the plank has not been installed. Okay, so again, we were a 14-year-old boy. What are you? We were a 14-year-old boy. None of these barriers would actually stop us. Even the nephew of a baron would not stop us. We're also going to come over here. This might be a waste. It might be something that we should be doing at the end of the day, so we're not backtracking. But I am going to come up here and switch this. Just 'cause. Now let's go into the house. So, I mean, this burnt off more than 10 steps, but it's not something we'll ever need to do again. Certainly not that part. Making a detour out to get an exterior room is very much worth it. So now, we need to hustle in here. Nook, parlor, pantry. We would like the extra steps, please. Banana. Well, better than nothing. 3 steps. Bedroom, storeroom, corridor. We could try this again. Now that we have that door open, we could just try making a beeline for the antechamber rather than filling the joint. Let's try. Let's do the storeroom and pick up a key. And a sledgehammer, apparently. Hello? There we go. Backtracking is the devil. Okay. Nook Chapel. Ooh. You know what? Guest bedroom. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That will help with today. So coming in here gives us 10 extra steps. And that's what we've read. Okay. Well, this is it. This has to work. Otherwise today has been a gigantic waste. Den, hallway, observatory. Well, not the observatory. The den and the hallway will both lead north. Thank you for that. Let's take the den, since it gets us a gem on top of being able to leave it 2 different ways. Let's try putting something in the corner. Nursery, nook, parlor. Nursery, when you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Or a key. I'm happier getting a key. No extra thing. Let's go back into the den. Try opening this door. Hallway, spare room, bedroom. The spare room is just going to let us go up. Save that branching hallway for later. Hallway, chapel, bedroom. I'd be happier if the hallway pointed left instead of right, because there's all that space over there. There's no sense in doing the chapel. Wait, yes there is. Right, we took the bomb shelter, which neutralizes the first 3 red rooms, which means this is just the hallway. So let's do the hallway anyway, and that way if we get something like the archives or something like that, which is a useful room, except it's got a penalty, we don't get the penalty. We're going to continue trying to go north. Corridor, wine cellar, kitchen. Corridor, obviously. Always unlocked, and it continues us heading north. Chapel, parlor, utility closet. Chapel, this time, is pointing to the west. We don't have any need for the utility closet, I don't think. So let's do the chapel, continuing north. No plink. But also, no little pile of coins lying around. You can't have everything. Okay, but this gives us a branching point in case one of these fails. Parlor, bedroom, commissary. So much for that branching point, because that's going to interfere with anything pointing that way. Okay. We have 4 gemstones. Yeah, sheltered, it says in the corner. Let's place the parlor and not go into it. And try this again over here. Okay. Lavatory, boudoir, kitchen. So, yeah, as predicted, it's going to send us off in that direction. We can... I mean, this is not a run where we're filling the place, because we're making choices that don't... We're not even getting rooms that let us fill the place. So this is a let's try for the antechamber kind of run. Let's do the boudoir. Oh, coin purse. And since we haven't done it on this run, 1, 2, 2, 5. Enter. Get a gem and this same letter from Daniel. But that's that accomplished. Bedroom, dining room, courtyard. Dining room would give us extra steps. And it does the same thing that a courtyard does without costing us anything. Dining room. And it is a source of food for getting up to the 8th rank. Wow. Dark room. Will be sheltered. The lights will not go out. Perfect. Okay, so if we get a room that goes north, we just get there. Have a gem. We have enough keys. Hopefully you see the problem. We have to take one of these rooms. None of them work, but also they will block access to that door. And there's nothing we can do about that. Sometimes the house just doesn't want to let you do it. So, let's do the commissary. Dinner is served. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow, expensive stuff. Shovel, sleeping mask, metal detector. Okay. Well, we don't have the money for anything other than a salt shaker. I'm about to get like 20 steps going back to the dining room. Let's just explore from where we are. It's locked. We're going to pass on that door. From here... Oh, look at that. Laboratory is interesting. That's worth a gem. Let's have an experiment. Set up an experiment. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then each time you eat an apple, immediately add a small chest in the entrance hall, spread dirt on the driveway, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. We did. Oh, now I gotta remember. I'm going to cancel. 2 things. 1, I'm interested in knowing whether this randomizes if I come back here. Secondly, the thing I'm attracted to is immediately gain for every red room in your house. That would be 2. But I'm looking at maybe we can buy something in the commissary. So here's what. Go back through the dark room, hang a right, go to the dining room. T-bone steak? Porterhouse steak. If there's a showroom in your house, I don't know what that is. So, let's do that. Put ourselves back up to 50. Yeah, there's an extra door here. Let's try opening it. It's open. Bedroom, wine cellar, security. Since I want to fill in space, let's do security. Oh, there's a coin. View inventory? I mean, it was worth it. The wind-up key. Oh, of course. Yes. Fine. Keycard system. System settings. Set security level to low, because currently we don't want to see those doors. Confirm setting. And of course, we want it to unlock if we do get the power up. Exit. Okay, so in this room, we can go south. Ooh, that door's locked. So we have one key. Where do we want to spend it? "49 steps. Let's go back. I make life complicated for myself. Let's go back to the hallway. So boudoir, chapel, corridor, hallway. The patio would let us move back up north again and fill in some space. We don't have any green rooms, so it's not going to actually accomplish anything. But I'm very tempted to look in on the locksmith to see what it does. Let's do the locksmith. What does it have for sale? Because, I mean, the thing I'm really worried about is keys, right? 5 for a key, 12 for 3 keys, 8 for a special key, and 10 for a lockpick kit. But we don't know what the special key is. And we might not get to use it if we buy it. Also, what is a lockpick kit? Also, I only have $6. So, this is here, and we have 40 steps. Let's go to the Nook and see if we can, like, burn the lavatory or something and get a third red room. Yep, I'm going the right way. Through the Nook, right. Because this door is not likely to be locked. We don't get it. Okay. Wine cellar. Gives us a shovel. Fine. Thanks for the generosity. We're not likely to use a shovel. Oh dear. This is not going well. All right. So now we can leave through the security, through the laboratory, and through the commissary. There's no reason to come back down south. So let's go up to the parlor. Yeah, let's go to the parlor. and pick up the wind-up key. There is nothing else in this room because we would have seen it in the inventory. There are 3 boxes in this room. That is a true statement. 2 of the box. Oh, so we've seen this puzzle before. 2 of the boxes in this room. That is a true statement. This is a false statement. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes, therefore it is full. Yeah, even the puzzle is a repeat. That is not fun. So now, what am I going to do? Let's go to security and spend the key there. Because it's nearer. Which way am I going? I'm hanging a right. It's nearer. Yeah. Dining room. Left. Door. Use key. Lavatory is exactly what we wanted, although drawing room would let us continue to move. We are flush with gems. Let's do the drawing room, because there's all that space just to the south of us where we could spread out and maybe do stuff. So, right, this was another thing that is like, this is interesting, because that is one of the other safes. What do we do to unlock that safe? We're not sure. But it's there. And this will let us redraft. It's locked. Ha ha ha. Okay. So. Laboratory. Start that experiment. Around. Through the dark room. And into here and at the computer. This is more backing and forthing than I can remember ever doing in one of these. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Yes, fine. Immediately gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Start experiment. And we get 14. Then we have the expensive trip back down to this locksmith. Oh no! Okay. Yep, go to the locksmith. So, dark room, dining room, boudoir, chapel. Dark. Okay. We have enough for 3 keys. Or a key and a special key. Or a lockpick. But I think we do key and a special key. We get one specially grinded for us. Oh, the secret garden! Okay. Well. Poop. Okay. Uh-huh. So the secret garden, does it need to be on the... It needs to be on the side of the house because it sticks out. But which side? Does it matter which side? Okay. Let's go to the drawing room. So that is corridor, chapel, boudoir, dining room, security. Drawing room. Because it's the nearest way. We've got 8 steps left. It's the nearest way Oy. Oh, maid's chamber, except it will not do anything. There's our third red room. Sheltered. We've seen that. We've seen the statue of Mila. Lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding it. That's a weird thing to find in the maid's chamber where you're less likely to find items. But we neutralized that power, and that's just straight. Sure. Secret garden key. It worked. How weird. Okay. So, we know that we want everything pointing the same way as that one arrow is, I think was what we did. It's also supposed to be fruit. This was the point of the secret garden, was that it... Yeah, there we go. So, now look what we've done. So now, once again, we've opened 2 antechamber doors. Oh no! It's back closed! That's not permanent. Oh no! So you have to do all that in a single run. Oi, okay. But we just opened the one on the west side. And we kind of have a clear path. We just don't have much chances of getting there. Because we don't have keys, and we don't have steps. But all the apples, all the oranges. Yeah, it's not giving us one here. And we don't have time to search the house for all those. Yes. Although a nutritious snack out of a turnip is weird. We got 12. Anything else we can do here? Is there another dig spot? Not that you'd notice. Oh, okay. I assumed that operating those levers, it would open those doors on a permanent basis, obviously. Okay. So, we need this to work without there being a key. It's this way. That worked. West Wing Hall. Lets us continue north. I do not see anything to pick up in this room. That's locked. That didn't take long. Okay. We have 12 steps. Let's turn around and try the other door in the secret garden. Shoot! Was the commissary door actually locked? I think it was. Well, what else have we got to do on this run? Let's get there quickly. Maid's chamber, drawing room, security. Yeah, it was locked. Okay. So... I may have given the impression that I knew what I was doing and I was suave and I had amazing runs the first time. No, that's why I was really excited. It really was an anomalously good run. They're more like this, where you do really well in something like gems, and then just everything else falls to pieces, and you don't have all of the everything that you need in order to make something happen. So now we learned something disheartening, which is, yeah, you can know how to open up the doors to the antechamber, but you need to do that every time. So the truth of it is that getting that to happen isn't necessarily your goal every time. It could also be that what you're trying to do is just make life easier on yourself in the future with something in the run. I don't know that we actually accomplished that here, other than discovering more about the rules of the house, that those doors close. And we learned we can get into one of the safes if we could figure out what day it is. So the only thing that we'd be able to reasonably accomplish in our 5 steps is run back to the drawing room and see if we can solve what's going on there. Except I don't know what to do. We know that there are 5 images of people and creatures with their step length clearly marked. But we probably want a 4-digit number. So I don't quite know what to do about that. And I don't want to go looking for a hint, because the point of this is to document the solving process. So I don't think I'm going to run back there and use up your bandwidth and time watching me flop around in the drawing room trying to figure things out. I have time to think about it. The drawing room is the farthest thing from an uncommon room. We see it a lot. Let's do this. Let's look at the room directory. Outer rooms. So there are 8 of those, and we've seen tool shed and shelter. Red rooms, chapel and maid's chamber, and dark room. We've now added the locksmith to the shops. Greenhouse, secret garden, hallways, bedrooms. I don't think we've gotten any new of these that we have not seen before. The garage we haven't seen before. It's now in the list. And that's that. What's weird is the entrance hall is not room number 1. It's the first room. How is it not room number 1? What room has that place of privilege? That's a weird choice. So there's a thread that's nagging at my attention. But I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop the recording. I'm not going to call it a day on camera. And hopefully we will have better luck next time. I will see you again, folks.